Yo, what is up, YouTube, man? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, man. We have a day game here on a Tuesday in Denver, which is kind of odd, but that's alright. We have two more games here in Colorado. We are on a 15-game winning streak, and had a night game yesterday and a day game today, if that makes any sense. And it's not even a road day, like, it's not, no one's leaving. It's not a getaway day, so don't really know what's going on there, but Antonio Senzatella is the starting pitcher for the Rockies. This is his 32nd start. 13 and 10, a 3.80 ERA, 192 innings, 207 hits, 39 walks, 73 strikeouts on the year. And Mookie Betts is leading off on this day game here in Colorado. I think this is the way that that doubleheader was supposed to happen. So the game, because in real life the Dodgers are actually having a doubleheader as we speak on this Tuesday, as that will be hit down to third with foul. So I think MLB The Show just made it a day game rather than a night game because, yeah, I don't know. 1-2 though. We'll take it though. A nice day game here in Colorado. And then the next two are night games, I'm pretty sure of it. That's a punch out. One away here in the top of the first. And now that'll bring up Outman hitting 355. So, I mean, it's cool that it's a day game after a night game. And a little bit more rest for the players tonight after this game. They get to go chill and hit downtown Denver. 1-0. Probably not actually hitting downtown Denver, but I could only, say that, right? 2-0. Alman's gonna go to beer hall after. It's like, obviously, I live in Colorado, and you guys do know that. I have said that multiple times through the series. So, I know exactly what's outside the stadium. If you guys ever come to Coors Field, I definitely suggest being over 21, or at least 21, because there's a lot of clubs and stuff right outside the stadium that you could go to. 1-0. Hit, and that's going to be a base hit for Freddie Freeman. A two-out single for Freddie Freeman. He'll take it. And now that will bring up Max Muncy hitting 320. Hit his 59th home run of the year last night on a first pitch from Corey Knebel. And it was an absolute bomb. 1-0. As a 10-game hitting streak coming into this one. Blue Jays can clinch the E. Oh my goodness. That is gone. 60th home run of the year for Max Muncy. It's a 2-0 ball game. What a swing for Max Muncy. Beautiful swing for Max to make it a 2-0 ball game. Sliders middle of the plate, and you cannot be throwing those to Max Muncy. Now they'll bring up today's first baseman, Jay Hay, DHing, as that's a base hit. No, Baez will knock it down, and that'll be a hit. DHing today is Freddie Freeman, so he gets to chill with Doc on the bench and kind of talk a little bit about baseball and talk about the postseason that's coming up. It's right around the corner. Ball one to Miguel Vargas. Vargas hitting 298, 25 home runs, 77 RBIs. Played yesterday, got pulled out of the game for Gordon to play second, but today D. Gordon is at shortstop playing for Willie Adames, as Adames needed a day off. 1-1, that will be an out to end the top of the first, but we do score two. Thanks to Freddie Freeman's two-run blast. That is absolutely beautiful. Alright, Bobby Miller's our starting pitcher. This is his fifth start, 4-0 on the year, as a 1.19 ERA, 45 and 1/3 innings. One walk, 58 strikeouts, and this is his last start of the 2023 season. 5 starts, ready for the postseason. He has 45 innings under his belt. Some of that's from the bullpen, so I feel pretty confident with him going into the postseason with his first pitch from Miller. Devine will be outside, ball 1. 1-0. 1-1. 1-1 from Miller to Veen. 1-2. 1-2 curve. Hit and popped up. So Muncy's at third today. DHing is Freddie Freeman. First base is Jay. That's fouled. A lot of Rockies fans here for Tuesday afternoon. A lot of fans in general on a Tuesday afternoon. 2-2. I feel like you typically wouldn't see that. The 2-2 fastball will be hit. Muncy. One away here in the bottom of the first. One away, now that'll bring up Verdugo, hitting .275. 21 home runs on the year. That is a career high for Alex Verdugo. First pitch, strike 1 right down the middle. Last night it seemed to be kind of chilly here in Denver. A lot of the players wearing long sleeve. Today looks like mid-70s. At least warm enough not to have long sleeves on. The 0-2 12-6 will be hit. Gordon 2 away. In the bottom of the first. 2 away. Now that'll bring up CJ Cron. 327. He's probably watching Max Muncy and just thinking how good Muncy's been this year for the Dodgers in the home run category. And Cron's done the same thing this year, as that will end the first. So Hayward will take that ball to the bag. And CJ Cron has done the same thing. He has 50 home runs. So I feel like it's just a lot of power for these
leading off for the Dodgers, the catcher, Austin.
a lot of power for these teams. Alright, first pitch, ball 1. One and one. Hit into right center. Devine will get under it, 1 away here in the top of the second. I think it said the Reds have clinched the NL Central earlier on the bottom of the screen. I'm not too sure if that's what it said, but I swear it did. Now bring up Taylor, hitting 319. First pitch hit into left. That ball will be playable, 2 away. 2 away. Now that'll bring up Gordon, hitting 275. 0 bombs, 3 ribbies. I'm playing shortstop today for the Dodgers. First pitch from Senza will be fouled, 0-1. Gordon, 2008 pick of the Dodgers. I think 1-1. I know he started his career with the Dodgers. 1-1. So I'm pretty sure they're the guys who drafted him. The 1-1, 1-2. Darn it. The Dodgers have truly had a lot of generational talent. I mean, D. Gordon, yeah, he's kind of fell off a little bit. But when he was on the Dodgers, he was super good. I feel like when he was on the Marlins, he was pretty good. But the speed is still there for the old timer. 2-2. The pitch from Senzatella. Hit. Chop down to first. Then the top of the second. And Senza and the Rockies will face the minimum. Alright, Danny Jansen will lead off the bottom of the second, hitting 226. And honestly, I'm surprised that he's their cleanup hitter. Really struggling. You know, they traded for him, and it looked like it was going to be a very good trade for the Rockies to go out and get Danny Jansen. And now it's starting to look like it's probably not in their favor that they have Danny Jansen. And I know Elias Diaz is on the bench, I think, for the Colorado Rockies. And I think his numbers might be a little better. As that's one away here in the bottom of the second. Good curveball from Bobby Miller. Now that will bring up Mike Moustakas, hitting 291. First pitch slider, popped into left. Taylor, 2 away.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
We'll bring up Javier Baez, hitting 236. First pitch. I really truly think that Bud Black's lineup, I mean, you got a bunch of good talented players, but there's always players on teams that ain't as good as that will end the second. And having Danny Jansen and Baez hit before Chris Bryant just blows my mind. Alright, Mookie Betts will lead off the top of the third. 0 for 1 with that strikeout. First pitch from Senzatella to Mookie Betts. It will be a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 from Senzatella. Hit into center. Playable for Verdugo, 1 away. Alright, 1 away. Now that'll bring up James Outman. 0 for 1. First pitch. Popped up, darn it. Another play for Verdugo.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter, Freddie Freeman.
Bring up Freddie, 1 for 1. Singled earlier. First pitch from Senzatella. Will be swung on and missed, 0-1. Freddie had a pretty good game last night. The 0-1. Hit. And Trejo on the top of the third. Ryan McMahon will come up hitting 268. Hitting 7th. Strike 1. The 0-1 slider. 0-2. The 0-2 fastball from Miller to McMahon will be a strikeout, 1 away. Great pitch from Bobby Miller. Now that'll bring up Chris Bryant hitting 279. Hitting 8th. Strike 1. The 0-1 fastball. Like, I definitely like Veen hitting the leadoff for the Rockies. But then you got Chris Bryant hitting 8th and hitting 279 and leads is second on the Rockies in RBIs. Like, it just makes no sense. The 1-2. So that's it down to Muncy. I mean, if the runners get on ahead of Chris Bryant, then that's huge, since he leads the Rockies in that category. But it's just crazy to see that there's guys on the bottom of the order for the Rockies who are hitting way better than Danny Jansen, Javier Baez, and they're not hitting high in the lineup. It's such an odd way, but you know, it's what's got them 103 wins on the year, and just think it's very odd, but whatever works for the Rockies. And now that'll bring up Zach Veen. He's 0 for 5 in this series. First pitch from Miller. Ball 1.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0. The curveball. 1-1. Great pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Fastball. Hit and fouled. 1-2. 1-2 slider. Got him. 10 to third. What a pitch from Bobby Miller. Backdoor slider. I love when it works.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the third baseman, number 13, Matt Muncy.
All right, Muncie will lead off the top of the fourth. 1 for 1 with that solo shot. I mean, excuse me, with that 2-run home run. Jeez. Commentating's been rough, I feel like, for these past 2 ball games. Probably because I'm making these videos like super late every night and then uploading them and I'm just like super tired. Yeah. That's hammered into right center. That ball is off the top of the wall. And Muncie will take himself a double. I thought it was gone. I was hoping it was gone. 33rd double of the year for Max Muncie. How is this man not gonna win MVP? I'm sorry, Tony Gonsolin. Gonsolin's doing great and doing his thing. But I believe that Tony Gonsolin should win the Cy Young, but not the MVP. Max Muncie's had too good of a year for Tony Gonsolin to take the MVP. I mean, if all that's going to be hit, Trejo will make the play to 1 away here in the top of the fourth. I mean, bro, the way I think about it is if Tony Gonsolin was still pitching with perfection, where he's like 24 and 0 and has 24 starts, and every start he's pitched, he's won, then I can say, okay, he's made a case and he should win the MVP. But he's lost the game. He's been struggling giving up runs. The ERA isn't as good as it once was. And Max Muncy plays every day compared to Tony Gonsolin's Tony Gonsolin's once a week start. Like, all throws going home, throws going to first. They're gonna give Vargas at first because Muncy held up, but 2 away here in the top of the fourth. Great play right there from the Rockies as the Dodgers tried to trick them.
The catcher, Austin.
I'll bring up Barnes 0 for 1. Swung on and missed 0 and 1. Will caught yesterday, Barnes catching today. Probably have Barnes catch tomorrow for Tony Gonsolin, as Gonsolin will make his last 2023 start as we're talking about Tony. As that's popped up into left, that ball is not going to drop. I'll end the top of the fourth. Maybe we'll make Will catch him, I don't know. All I know is whoever catches Tony tomorrow won't be catching the last game, so. Because we're going to make Barnes play a little bit more this week than usual. The 0-1 splitter popped up 0-2. We're kind of at the part of the year where, you know, with this, like, we got 5 more games remaining after this one. We're kind of just going to be playing with the lineup a little bit more. And then getting ready for the postseason more. I mean, we might see Freddie at first. Maybe 3 more times out of these 6 games. Muncie playing more defense. Arenado still out there probably. Hay out. David Peralta. JD Martinez might even get some action in the field. 2-0. 2-0 hit into right field. That'll be a double for CJ Crone. As Betts is just now getting to the baseball. If that's anybody faster, I think that might be a triple. 26 double of the year for Crone. He was making an MVP case earlier this season, CJ was. A lot of NL West names in that MVP category. Now that'll bring up Danny Jansen 0 for 1. First pitch slider, strike 1. Going back there with that slider, the 0-1. Hit Vargas. 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 away from Mike Moustakas. 0 for 1. 1 for 4 in the series. First pitch. Ball 1. Great take. 397 with runners in scoring position. The 1-0. Curve. Vargas dives. The ball will be knocked off his glove. It's a 2-1 ball game. Man. The Rockies on the scoreboard thanks to Moustakas. If Vargas is able to make that play, we're very proud of him if he is able to. If not, I mean, it sucks, but Part of baseball. Can't make them all, right?
That's out.
1-1. 1-1 curve. 2-1.
Ball, that's out.
2-1 fastball. 2-2. Good pitch right there from Bobby Miller. 2-2 slider. Popped up into left. Taylor will get under it to end the fourth, but the Rockies cut the lead. Down to 1.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the left fielder, number 3, Chris Taylor.
Alright, Chris Taylor will lead off the top of the 5th. Taking outside, ball 1. 1-0. 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1-2. Got him. Good pitch. Gotta bring up Gordon 0 for 1. First pitch, bunting. That will not drop 2 away, darn it. Bring up Mookie Betts. Only 48 pitches for Senzatella. Pitch count pretty low doing his thing. Ball 1 to Mookie. 1-0. 1-1. So 1-1. Hit into left center. Oh no, right to center. I didn't even see him there. Alright, McMahon will lead off the bottom of the 5th, 0 for 1. First pitch, fastball, strike 1. Can't believe baseball season's coming to an end now, if I'm being honest. Excited for the postseason, but like the regular season, something about baseball season always coming to an end is like very disappointing. Even, you know, I don't really know if in that, like, as a Dodger fan, I haven't really had to experience them not making the postseason. They've made it 11 times in a row. Like, that's all I really know for the Dodgers at this moment. Like, they make the postseason every year. We're in there somehow every year. But like, as a baseball fan, like I'm a Dodgers fan first, but then I could think the baseball aspect of being a fan of just a sport. And knowing that the season's over, like, because I love just going to Coors Field to catch a Rockies game every now and then with my buddies. Like, I don't care who's there, it's baseball. Like, high school baseball, if I can catch it, if a buddy's playing in it, or if I have a friend, you know, or a buddy's friend, or, or like, a buddy's brother who's playing and they want me to come out and watch the game, I'm there. Like, I just love baseball so much. Like, it's such a beautiful game, and I absolutely love the sport of baseball. And with football season being back, it is very nice to have it back to, you know, kind of help me with my baseball, like, sadness when baseball ends, or if the Dodgers don't win it all in real life, sadly, you know, yeah. Anyway, I have football to rely on. Like, I got the Seahawks to watch. That will be fun for me. But baseball is my favorite sport. And it used to be football. It really was. I used to live, breathe, eat football. And I still do. But, like, baseball, like, I have a hard time missing
2-0.
a Dodgers game. Like, today, if the Dodgers are in town and there's a game at 1:15, and, well, I'm at work, because I uploaded this the same time. Well, I uploaded this as the same time as the first game of the doubleheader. But like, I know I'm at work right now, just crying on the inside because I probably don't listen to the Dodgers game, or I'm gonna be on the phone with my buddy BSing. But like, it's just very disappointing because like I know they're in town, I know they're downtown, I know they're in Coors Field. That's hammered into right center, and with them being here, I might not even be able to make one of the games, unfortunately, just because of money and stuff like that. But you know, at least I get to say, hey, I saw them in LA for the like. That's where the last time I saw them. But who knows? Maybe I find a way to get down there somehow, and I typically always do. So it's 4-1 Bud Black. I've seen enough from Senza. Now that I bring a
Your
Muncie,
attention, please.
then I bring out Will Smith, who has a 7.84 ERA. Oh my goodness, in 10 and 1/3 innings. But I'm definitely gonna miss regular season baseball, postseason baseball. I'm pretty excited about. It's just you lose a series and that, and your team goes home. So you know now you gotta mentally prepare yourself for that instead of knowing, okay, we lose this game, we get to wake up tomorrow and have another one. Like it's a whole different feeling, and I'm not like mentally right now. I'm ready for it, but mentally, my head, I'm ready for it. In my heart, I'm not. I'm nervous as heck mentally for the postseason. In my head, I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. Dodgers are gonna come out and do their thing, hopefully, and win it all. But in my heart, like, there's a little bit of scarcity that the Dodgers pitching staff isn't that good. This could be Clayton Kershaw's last ever game with the Dodgers. Last ever series with the Dodgers. Like, there's just so much going on in my heart, in my head, and just I'm all over the place for the real life postseason and our postseason as well. I feel like this game, for some reason, always gets harder when you're in the postseason. I truly do. Maybe I'm tripping, but it always feels that way. 1-0 from Will Smith, 2-0.
Outside, that's a ball.
But I'm just excited for everything. And then, like I said, after baseball season, I'll have football season to rely on for a little bit, and then as the end of if the World Series I think starts like a few days or a day before the NBA season starts, so I got a lot of sports to rely back on because I like it. I like the Nuggets. Um, I like football. I like basketball. Seahawks and the Nuggets are pretty much
Count of three and one.
until spring training starts again. They're my focus. But as soon as spring training hits, yeah, the Nuggets will still be in their regular season, but I know the boys in blue are coming back. So I'll be more entertained with the Dodgers spring training games than the NBA games, especially in Colorado at the moment. Like for the past few years, our the company like who gives the company who has the Nuggets on their TV streaming. Currently, they're in a big fight with the cable I have, so we haven't been able to watch the Nuggets unless it's like a on TV game, like a like a ESPN game or a TNT game. So we don't get to watch all their games. I mean, there's also like streaming apps you can go through, and I've done that a few times, but obviously it's like choppy and stuff. But I know my buddy and I have a plan to go to. Oh, that's a terrible swing from Miguel Vargas. He's 0 for 6 in the series, looking really bad. But I know me and my buddy have a plan to probably go to the home opener for the Nuggets to see him get the rings and lift the banner up and do all that fun championship stuff. So, especially because I was in Minnesota earlier this year when they won it, and I missed the parade and stuff like that. And I know he wanted to go to that with me, and I wasn't here, so.
No balls, two strikes.
Uh, just want to kind of make up for something I missed with my buddy by going to the opening game and seeing them reveal the banners. That's a bullet down the left field line. Barnes going to second. Hayward will get into third, and it's going to be 4-1. I thought it was already 4-1, but now it's 4-1. It was 3-1, and now that'll bring up CT, and they're going to walk him for D. Strange Gordon. Lefty versus lefty. I mean, I could go to the bench here and bring out Willie Adames, but we're going to believe in Gordon. Bud Black making a very interesting call not to face Taylor. First pitch from Will. Will be a strike 0-1. Gordon hitting 300 with runners in scoring position. If he launches one, I'd be so happy. 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
But it probably won't look like he will. 0-2 from Will Smith. Gordon will be hitting to left. That ball is carrying. I don't think it's gone. It could be. It is. Grand slam for D. Strange Gordon. First home run of the year. That is a glitch they have not fixed. It says it's his first MLB career home run, which is a lie. But it's his first home run of the year of 2023. We'll take it. What a swing from D. Gordon. Lefty versus lefty. And he goes opposite field with it.
Your attention.
That is huge. And now that'll bring up Carl Edwards Jr.
Number
to face
58,
Mookie Betts. It's a 1.
Edwards.
This game escalated quickly. I mean, that's hammered to left as well. That's a bullet. That's high. That's deep. That's going to be off the top of the wall. And Mookie Betts will have himself a double.
No, he's in there.
Man, I thought that was gone too. 21st double of the year for Mookie Betts. And now that'll bring up James Outman. 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch from Edwards. Ball 1.
1-0.
Man, if you're Willie Adames, you're starting to look at D. Gordon and saying, man, you ain't trying to steal my postseason spot, are you? Because it's starting to become more of a thing where I'm feeling like I would rather have D. Gordon than Willie Adames at the moment. And maybe that's wrong, and maybe that's the wrong judgment, but it's starting to feel that way just a smidge. The 1-1. That's popped up. D. Gordon will probably be in the lineup tomorrow as well, playing for Miguel Vargas. I think Vargas needs a day off.
Leading off for the Rockies, the right fielder. V.
And then bring up Zach Veen. 0 for 2. Miller trying to get through the 6th inning here as that's a base hit into right. Walker Buehler went 6th last night. So I'll bring up Verdugo 0 for 2. First pitch, strike 1.
0-1.
I think Bobby Miller would like to get through 7 here. And that's going to hit him.
Got hit.
Now they bring up Crone. Hit a double in his last at-bat. Good power at the dish. First pitch, foul it off, 0-1. Throwing straight heat. This is Bobby Miller. The 0-1 fastball. 0-2. Another heater. The 0-2 fastball again. 1-2. Good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. Fastball. Hammered into right center. Went to that pitch. One too many times, and that will be a run probably for the Rockies. They're not going to send the other runner. It's 8-2 with the runners at the corners. Sometimes I just like being a little aggressive with certain pitches where I throw them back to back. And obviously it didn't work. I'll bring up Danny Jansen. First pitch, ball 1.
That's out.
Rockies trying to rally here against Bobby Miller. Strike 1. The 1-1 slider. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. The curve. Got him. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Good pitch.
The batter, number
And
10,
I'll bring him a Stuckis.
designated hitter, Mike Moustakas.
First pitch splitter, high ball 1. This is probably Miller's last inning. I'd like him to go 7, but pitch count's getting up there unless he turns 2 here. That's fouled 1-1. Reds complete franchise turnaround, clinch NL Central first postseason appearance in 2 years. So the Reds somehow figure it out to, oh, this is a double play ball. Vargas to Gordon to Hayward to turn 2. Then the 6th, but the Rockies do score a run. So, looks like the Cardinals choked away the NL Central officially as the Reds have clinched it. That is crazy. The Cardinals were like 10 games up. And then before the trade deadline, I mean not before the trade deadline, before the second half of the season, the Reds just got something going. They called up Ellie De La Cruz, they got some trades, and all of a sudden, they're walking into the 2023 postseason. 1-0. Fouled off 1-1, and now if you're the Cubs and the Cardinals, you're fighting for that last wild card spot. The 1-1. And honestly, I feel like the Cardinals have had a downfall. So I'm gonna take the Cubs in that. I truly think the Cubs will be in the wild card. I mean, they're going against the Braves, who are in the postseason already in a series. I don't know. The Cardinals, I think, are facing the Brewers. I think I've seen that on the bottom, and that's a tough team. The Brewers, they don't have the best record, but they really got things going when Michael Bush and Miguel Rojas were acquired. So that's fouled. Staying alive is Freddie. So I mean, both teams are playing against very good teams. Yeah, Cardinals, Brewers, 640. 3-2, fouled off. Woodford versus Peralta. That should be a fun one, and the Brewers could be the spoilers for a division rival, and the Cubs, if they beat the Braves, or if they win a few in Atlanta, like, that's huge for them, as that's a walk for Freddie Freeman. Great at bat, and now they'll bring up Max Muncy. He's 2 for 3. They're over, and they'll get back safely. CJ Crone and Freddie probably having a very good combo, as Freddie Freeman likes to talk to a lot of folks. First pitch to Muncy will be hit. Double play ball. Baez to Trejo. The Crone 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Great play for Alan Trejo. 6-4-3 double play. First pitch hit up the middle. And that's going to split the gap between the outfielders, and Jay will have himself a double. Oh, man. Yeah. I should have just kept going to 3. He was going to be hosed no matter what. And, yep. That hurt.
Leading off for the Rockies, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Alright, Javier Baez will lead off the bottom of the 7th. 0 for 2, 73 pitches through 6 for Bobby Miller. Strike 1. Rockies shutout last night from Buehler. 1-1. Miller not with the same luck, but is in line for a W. Thanks to the incredible Dodgers offense. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. And Miller knows this is his last start and could be his last one of the year. Who knows, what happens in the postseason, if we'll even use Miller out of the starting role. Because right now I feel like the rotation for the... Oh, that's going to be a hit into right. Right now, like the NLDS, I think I'd go Kirsch, Buehler, and then Gonsolin. Or I could go May. Like May's a big option. Or Noah Syndergaard. But I know the first two, it's obviously going to be Kirsch and Buehler. And then, the third pitcher, it's kind of to be determined still. But, with the numbers, it'd obviously be Tony Gonsolin, right? The 1-1 fastball. Hit down to third. Muncy to Vargas. Bad throw to first. Only will get that one out. Now they'll bring up Trejo. First pitch, ball one.
That's inside.
And I do really truly like Bobby Miller as a pitcher against certain teams. I feel like if we had to face the Rockies in the postseason, he'd be a perfect fit. I know he gave up 2 runs today,
One
but
ball, 2 strikes.
some of those were just some interesting calls for me and Barnes. Where,
2 balls.
I made him throw too many fastballs in a row. If I would have just made him throw to Crone, that one where Crone brought in a run, if I would have just won it with an off speed or something eventually. As Mookie's gonna dive, and they're not gonna say that's caught. They'll say the ball hit the ground, runners at the corners. And now that'll bring up Zach Veen. We're gonna start warming up the bullpen. And Alex Vesia, get him going. 87th pitch for Miller. Strike one. 1 fastball. Hit into center. Outman. You'll get there to end the 7th. And that will end the night, or the day, for Bobby Miller.
Your attention, please.
I'm gonna bring in Corey Knebel. 4.91 ERA.
Corey. John Abel.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Ball one. Vargas for 3 yet to get a hit in the series, and he's gonna get hit here.
Right there.
And now I'll bring up Barnes 1 for 3. 8-2 ball game. Knebel with the pitch to Barnes, fouled off 0-1. So just another dominating day here in Denver for the Dodgers. I really feel like the Dodgers love playing at Coors Field. I truly do. Or maybe it's just me. I maybe love playing at Coors Field. I feel like that's when we do our best. Or it's just against the Rockies. One of the two, right? 0-2 from Knebel. Got him. 1 away. Oh, bring up Taylor 0 for 2. First pitch. That's a jam shot. Vargas on his way to third. A single for CT3. Now they'll bring up D. Strange Gordon.
Now batting.
1 for 3 with that grand slam earlier. Just a fastball that he hit out off of Will Smith. Taking a ball 1-0. Gordon has 7 RBIs on the year and now 1 home run. He'll take it. The 1-0. Knebel to Gordon. Fouled off 1-1. I feel like I'm so slow with the bat speed with D. Gordon. Like I don't really make good swings. I just kind of throw the bat at the ball. 1-1. 2-1.
1 strike.
Like I swing very late with Gordon, pretty much. 2-1.
Ball 3.
Like I wonder what it would look like if I got good swing times with D. Gordon. I truly do. 3-1. From Knebel to Gordon. Ball 4. And now they'll bring in Mookie Betts, who doubled in his last at bat, and they're gonna bring in Pierce Johnson as a 4.15 ERA. 1 for 4 is Mookie Betts. First pitch. High ball 1. 1-0. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1 from Johnson to Betts. 2-1. The 2-1. 2-2. 3-2. Ball kind of gets away from Jansen, but not too far, so no one tags. 3-2. Outman on deck. The payoff. Hitting to right. Veen will get there. Runner will tag home. The throw from Veen will not be on time. It's 9-2. Vargas wanted to score after getting hit by a ball. He'll bring up Outman 1 for 4.
Outman.
First pitch from Johnson will be popped up, darn it, to end the top of the 8th, but the Dodgers are up 9-2. Alright, Alex Vesia will come out of the bullpen.
Your attention,
0.94 ERA, 28 and 2/3 innings.
number
This
50.
is his 26th game of the year.
The seed.
Face Verdugo. First pitch, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Verdugo and 2 righties, and CJ Crone and Danny Jansen. That's popped up. 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Last night, Reyes pitched 3 innings and ended up getting his 5th save of the year. First pitch from Vesia, strike 1.
0-1.
The 0-1 fastball. Back-to-back heaters popped up into right. 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 away, now they'll bring up Danny Jansen 0 for 3. First pitch, ball 1.
That's inside.
I definitely feel like I'd love to see them play Elias Diaz tomorrow over Danny Jansen, 2-0. Because I think Elias Diaz is still in the Rockies, 2-1.
2-0.
Maybe they'll do a lineup switch tomorrow. Maybe Jansen needs a day off or something.
2-2.
They'll give Elias Diaz or the backup catcher a start. The 2-2 fastball. Got him. Good pitch right there from Alex Vesia to end the 8th. Alright, Freddie Freeman will lead off the top of the 9th. We're going to start warming up Bruce Gratterall in the bullpen to get some work. First pitch from Johnson to Freddie Freeman. Freddie 2 for 3. Fouls off the first one, 0-1. The 0-1. 0-2. The 0-2. Hit. And now will be another hit for Freddie Freeman. He's really put on his hidden shoes here in Denver in these first 2 games.
Now batting.
Being a Muncie.
Max
2 for 4. Double and a home run. Ball 1 started the scoring with the home run. The 1-0. 1-1. 1-1. Pitch from Johnson. There goes Freeman. The pitch is fouled. 1-2. The 1-2 from Johnson. Will be a double play ball. Trejo to second, to first. And they're only going to get one. A fielder's choice, 1 away though here in the top of the 9th. And now bring up Hayward. 2 for 3 today. Double and a single. He's having a good game. Quietly. First pitch from Johnson. Ball 1. Hayward loves hitting on the road. That is one thing in this 2023 season I've discovered. He loves to hit on the road. The 1-0. 1-1. When he can launch him on the road, I bet that's one of his favorite things to do. hit home runs. But 2-1 from Johnson. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
For 2-2. Popped up. 2 away here in the top half of the ninth.
Now batting, second baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Well, they'll bring up Vargas 0 for 3. Got plunked by a pitch earlier. Ended up coming around to score to make it 9-2. Ball 1. 1-0. 1-1.
1-1.
1-1 from Johnson. Muncie at first. The pitch. 2-1. The Brewers are fighting for a spot. They're 3 games below the wild card spot. I didn't even realize that. So that's a huge series in Milwaukee. 2-2. 3-2. With now saying that series in Milwaukee matters. Like, not just for the Brewers to play spoiler, but for them to try and clinch. The 3-2 will be fouled. Wow. They need the Cubs to lose too. 3-2, there goes the runner. That ball is hammered. It's 11-2, and Vargas is going to get himself a hit. 0 for like 8, and now he's 1 for 9. With a 2-run blast to make it 11-2 Dodgers. I'll bring up Austin Barnes 1 for 4. First pitch. Outside, ball 1.
Late ball 1.
1-0. 1-1, darn it. Two and 1. 2-1 to Barnes. 2-2. Rockies trying to get out of this top of the ninth, down by 9. They probably want this series to finish against us. We have dominated the Rockies all year long. Like, we've beaten the D-backs too, but we have beat them. Versus the Rockies, we just murder them every time we see the Colorado Rockies. So, obviously, if they win the wild card and they end up having to play us, that is a complete, like, fail for the Rockies. They'll bring up Gratterall hitting. This is his 37th game. I was going to say hitting. 43 and 2/3 innings, has a 1.03 ERA, 55 strikeouts, no walks. Trying to see if that streak continues. Ball 1. In 43 innings, I feel like that is pretty good. 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 sinker. 2-1.
No bets off the plate. Ball 2.
2-1 fastball. 2-2. The 2-2 cutter. Hit hammered, and that ball's launched. 11-3. Mastakis says he ain't going down without a fight. Oh, they'll bring up Javier Baez. Man, that has to hurt Gratterall. ERA is now higher than he wanted it to. He's had a really good season, though. Just very unfortunate that the ERA in his past few outings has just rised. 0-2. 0-2 sinker. Popped up. Taylor's not going to get there. Back-to-back hits for the Rockies. Now that would bring up Ryan McMahon, 1 for 3. Strike 1. 2-1 sinker. 1-1. The Rockies organist is trying to get the boys to get something going. 2-1. Slider. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2. Fastball from Gratterall. 3-2.
2 strikes.
He's on the verge of walking his first batter. The 3-2 sinker fouled. 3-2 heater popped up. If Ryan McMahon doesn't swing at that, that's the first batter walked of the 2023 season for Brewster Gratterall. One away here in the bottom of the ninth. Bring up Chris Bryant, 0 for 3. First pitch sinker, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Hitting streak on the line for KB. The 0-1 cutter hitting to left. Easy play for Taylor. The hitting streak will now be gone for Chris Bryant. 2 away. 2 away, and now that will bring up Alan Trejo. 2 for 3. Strike 1. The 0-1 heater. Back-to-back strikes. 0-2. Rockies down to their final strike. The 0-2 slider will be popped up. Outman will not get there. That's going to drop in front of James Outman. Thankfully, Chris Taylor was backing him up. If not, Baez scores. And now that'll bring up Zach Veen. We're going to start warming up. Blake Trinan in the bullpen. Don't want this to get too out of hand for Brewster Gratterall. Veen 1 for 4. Slider, strike 1. Trejo 3 for 4 today with 3 singles. The 0-1, 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm going to talk to Gratterall. Get more time for Blake Trinan. Mike Pryor trying to get Gratterall to just relax and do what Gratterall does and get outs. 2-1. 2-1 fastball from Brewster Gratterall. Hit and fouled. 2-2. 2-2. Slider. Hit. Vargas will end this game 11-3 final. And the Dodgers will take 2 out of 3. Well, we got 2 more games here, excuse me. So we take 2 out of 4 so far in the series. And not the game that the Rockies wanted to have, and not the game Gratterall wanted to have, but he'll work his way out of it. 13 hits, 11 runs for the Dodgers, 3 hits, 10 hits for the Rockies. They had a really good game too, just could not get runners in. The Dodgers started this game off with that blast from Muncy, and it just changed the whole feeling of the game. So, like, comment, and subscribe, turn those post notifications, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Game 3 here in Denver.